Assalamu alaikum everybody.
Yeah.
Today we are going to do
A
prophet story, but this time we have a place set up here, and today we are showing you, like what you're seeing right now is actually the desert of Makkah. You know, Makkah is the favorite place of Allah Ta'ala, the place where there is Kaaba, the house of Allah. It's a very special place.
Yeah.
But long time ago, it did not have Kaaba there, and it was only desert.
It was made of rock.
It was made of sand, rocks, and mountains, rocky mountains, and it did not have anybody living there because there was no water. There were no trees, no fruits, no people. It was just a dry, barren land, and was very hot there. So yeah, let's just start the story. But let's just see the characters first.
Yeah.
So this character of the story, this is our very special character. It's the angel Gabriel. Oh, it's okay.
And this is how it looks.
Yeah. Okay. Now, Mariam, can you? Okay, so then we have the lady over there. No, first let's go with the Ibrahim alayhi salam. Okay, so this is Ibrahim alayhi salam, the very special prophet. We read his story,
And he has big feet.
back then. Okay, then we have the wife of Ibrahim alayhi salam. That's her name is Hajar. Hajar, peace be upon her. And then this baby. Can you show the baby?
There she is.
Yeah, here's the baby. And the baby is Ismail alayhi salam.
He's a cute
Yeah, so these are the characters. And do you see the two mountains on the side?
This is Safa and this is Marwa.
So yeah, one of the mountain on the right is Safa, and this is Marwa. So we are talking about these things because they're gonna come in the story. So we wanna know those before we start the story.
This is a real story.
And this is a real story. It happened long time ago
Before
in
we
Makkah.
were born.
Yeah, so let's start.
Yeah.
So Ibrahim alayhi salam and Hajar alayhi salam, they had a baby, and his name was Ismail alayhi salam. When Ismail alayhi salam was still just a baby, Allah Ta'ala ordered Ibrahim alayhi salam to bring Hajar and Ismail alayhi salam to a far off desert named Bakka and just leave them there. So Ibrahim alayhi salam, who had prayed for years to have a son or have a child, he was really sad when he thought that he would have to leave his child and wife in a desert where there were no people, no food, no water. But he trusted in Allah, and he knew that Allah Ta'ala would take care of them. So he took them there and he left them. And he was really sad. But then he walked away. As he was walking away, Hajar alayhi salam asked him why was he leaving them there. So he did not reply because he was so sad. Then Hajar alayhi salam asked him, did Allah command him to do that? And he said he was so sad that he couldn't reply. He just nodded. And then he left. And Hajar alayhi salam, she said that if Allah had commanded them if Allah had commanded Ibrahim alayhi salam to leave them there, then Allah Ta'ala would take care of them. And she was at complete peace. She was really so sure, and she had such trust in Allah that Allah Ta'ala would take care of them. Just imagine, it's a mother with a small baby and there's nobody there. Nobody. And they're all by themselves. Isn't that so scary? But yeah, then again, she had such trust in Allah. So she decided that she would just lay down Ismail alayhi salam, and she used up all the water they had. And then it was so hot that Ismail alayhi salam, he became so thirsty, and he started to cry. And he cried and cried. Hajar alayhi salam could not console the baby because he was so thirsty, and she did not have any more water. Now she did not know what to do. She looked around. She called for help. She called for anybody around, any people, traveling from that area. Anybody would reply, but no, she did not hear anybody. There was complete silence. Only Ismail alayhi salam was crying and crying. So then she decided to look for help. Started looking for help, and then she climbed up a mountain named Safa, and she looked around and she asked for help. Then she came down and she tried to climb another mountain, and that's called Marwa. And she looked around, she asked for help, and as she's doing that, Ismail alayhi salam is crying, the baby is crying. And then she goes back again on Safa and she looks around and she asks for help. She doesn't know what to do. She is just running here and there. So she goes to Marwa, and then she goes to Safa again, and she does that. She's asking for help. And then for the 5th time, she is going to Marwa mountain, and then she's going again to Safa, and she's asking for help. Is there anybody who would help? Is there anybody who has water? And then for the 7th time, now she's going on Marwa, and as she's on Marwa, she hears a voice. So she heard a voice, and then she saw an angel. An angel was standing next to Ismail alayhi salam, where he was lying down on the ground. And then she came down and she asked him if he had any water. And what did he do? The angel struck the ground. So where Angel Gabriel kicked on the ground, a spring of water gushed out. It was water, and Hajar alayhi salam was so happy to see the water. And this water is called Zamzam. It's a very special water. We have it even today. So Hajar alayhi salam drank from it, and she also helped the little baby drink from it. And that's how the story of trust unfolded. So she put her trust in Allah, and Allah Ta'ala helped her when no help could be seen anywhere. Angel Gabriel told Hajar alayhi salam that Allah Ta'ala will take care of them and he will not lose them. And he also told her that this would be the house of Allah, where Kaaba would be built in upcoming years. And then the angel went away, and Hajar alayhi salam was left with lots of water, never ending water. Soon other people, many more people, they found out the water over there, and they came and they started settling over there. And then the place, which was just a barren land, became a full-fledged small town that we know of today as Makkah, where the house of Allah is today. So this was a happy story. So the moral is that if you put your trust in Allah, no matter how the situation is, no matter how your surroundings are, no matter how wrong the things seem are all around you, but if you put your trust in Allah, Allah will help you. Allah will never lose you. The end.